Hey everyone, welcome to Rugged Outdoors Guide. My name is Pete and I'm glad you joined me today. We are going to be talking about a kayak today, and I'm going to give you my real opinion on this thing because my friend Rob over at C&R Kayak in St. Catharines, Ontario has graciously provided me with this kayak to take a look at, but he hasn't paid me any money. This is not some sort of a paid advertisement. He's not a sponsor. He's just a friend. He's got a good business and he's got great products overall, but this kayak is one of his absolute best-selling models, and so I'm eager to take it out. But before I do that, let's go inside Rob's store, his showroom, and let's have him tell us more about the features of the Winner Strider Kayak.
Hi, I'm Rob from C&R Kayak. Today we're going to look at the Strider 10-foot by Winner Kayaks. We start out at the front. It's got the drain plug at the front. Nice handles, secure. We got elastic bands for your storage for any dry bags, life jackets. You have dry storage here, rubber sealed. You put your phone, your keys. Comes with an Allen key. Works on all your Allen key bolts on the kayak. Drink holders. 2 external rod holders come with this kayak, easily removable. You can change positions. You can change the angle on them. Or if you don't want them, they come out, no problem. Protection for your knees when you're paddling. They have adjustable foot pegs in here for your leverage while you're paddling. You get a nice high back seat, clips on, very adjustable for your back. You want to lower back a little more, lean back, sit straight up. We got internal rod holders at the back. Great for your fishing net, flag, light. There is a canopy that goes on here that the poles go into these inserts. It's an add-on. We have an airtight compartment here. Lots of storage. Sealed bulkhead, cocked, airtight. If you did fill with water, the kayak's gonna float. Easy to get back into. Again, another solid handle at the back. One of the great features of all our Striders and our Winner kayaks is the paddle clip. If you're out fishing and strolling around, you can clip your paddle on the side. You don't have to worry about balancing it on your knees. This is made out of polyethylene, durable, bulletproof. And also the Strider is available in over 15 different color combinations, swirls, fades, solid colors. In my opinion, for a recreational, stable kayak that you can also fish out of if you want, for under $1,000, this has got to be one of my top kayaks that I would pick.
All right, good job, Rob. Excellent overview on the Winner Strider Kayak. One of the other features this guy has really helpful, seriously. Right at the very back, there's a plate here that fits onto a sort of a flat area, and look, it's an add-on, but it's basically a built-in set of wheels for you to easily transport to and from the water. And then what you do is, I mean, if that was just all this did, that would be enough. But you can take these off, put them, just hide it in the bushes or something when you're out on the water, or bring it back to the vehicle. And then you can add another option, which is a rudder. Now it's not adjustable or anything like that, but it just adds stability and helps you track straighter. And you just pop this in. There's a pin that goes in here, a locking pin, and then down it goes. Okay guys, here is a feature I absolutely love. It's an adjustable trolling motor mount. And this thing fits several of Winner's kayaks. So it's not just for the Strider. It's adjustable, and it kind of attaches to these 2 seat kind of anchor points. And it's got its own hardware that attaches on, and it basically sits like that. And right here is where you attach your motor. Really simple, really effective. Love it. I've got a trolling motor. That's something that I would absolutely use. Yeah, I know. You want one of these, right? Right? You do. You do. You know you do. Don't even bother telling me you don't. All right, so one of the other things I got to tell you about the Strider is that it comes with an aluminum paddle with rubberized grips. But you can get an upgrade if you want to something like this, which is a two-piece paddle, and because it's two-piece, it can be adjustable. So it's got 3 different angles of adjustment. And then for a bit more of an upgrade, what you can get is an infinitely adjustable fiberglass shaft paddle. And not only is it adjustable now with in terms of the angle of the paddle, but you can move it in and out, so you've got a bit of a length adjustment. So really great upgrade options. Okay, now let's hit the water with this thing, and I'll tell you how it performs. Okay, so here I am out and about. I've been paddling for about half an hour, and there are some things I can tell you about this winter Strider kayak that are kind of interesting. So first of all, I would say this is almost a perfect kayak for you to get out and enjoy just little sort of day trips where you just want to poke yourself into here and there, maybe a small river or a small lake or something like that. I wouldn't take it out into really big water. You might feel a little bit kind of insecure. It's steady enough. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, the GoPro probably doesn't show the shakiness. It is a steady enough kayak, but it's not steady enough for you to stand up and do any casting or anything like that. But it's not meant for that. It's meant to be kind of a recreational kayak. Now, one thing I didn't tell you, which is kind of like really important, it's a recreational kayak combined with a fishing kayak. It's perfect because most people I know who like fishing also like getting out on the water just for fun sometimes, and usually you combine both of those pursuits at the same time. So that's really what this kayak is meant for. If you are a serious fisher, so there are some people for whom I would not recommend this kayak. So it's not all, rainbows and unicorns for the winter Strider. So who would I not recommend this kayak for? Well, I would say just my guess, if you're maybe 6'2", doesn't matter what you weigh, it'll hold your weight, that's no problem. But if you're any bigger than that, you're going to run into some issues. Even though there's adjustable footrests, it's, your legs might get kind of cramped, even though there are wonderful knee pads here against the side, which for me, it's comfortable, but I'm 5'11". So the other thing is, if you really need 4 rod holders, so there's 2 behind you that are built in, and like the recessed kind, and then there's a couple right in front of you. I would say that if you can handle not using the ones in the front or adjusting your paddle stroke, you probably have to do one or the other. The thing is, these guys are kind of getting in my way a little bit. I kind of want to do a little bit of a bigger stroke, and my knuckles are hitting them, both of them. So, I just have to adjust my stroke a bit, and that's fine, but, you might want to do without them to get a good full, double stroke in on both sides. So anyway, those are just some of my thoughts on the winter Strider kayak. It's a great little afternoon jaunt kind of kayak. And by the way, the other person that I wouldn't recommend get this canoe, if you're a really serious kayak angler or you're looking to get into kayak angling, I would say stay away from this. I would say get something a little bit bigger and maybe a sit on top kayak that's dedicated to angling. This will do the trick, but I might go for something that's more dedicated to a passion and a pursuit that I do specifically. So even though it's got some great fishing features, like it's got the trolling motor mount and all kinds of rod holders, still there are better options if you're hardcore angling oriented. Otherwise, excellent kayak for what it's meant to do, and that is get you around quickly, easily. It's kind of fun, and yeah, I'm going to probably be out here for another half an hour or so, because it's kind of fun. I got to check out the shore over there. It's looking kind of weird. right, so I've made it back. All is well. Kayak is in one piece. There it is. All right, so who is this kayak for? Well, the Strider is perfect for someone who is probably not over about 6'3", I would say, and you're not really like a really big person. If you are, there's better options. But if you are under about 6 feet or so, especially, it's ideal. And if you want to just take an afternoon jaunt on the water, or you know, go fishing every now and then in the evening or whatever, it's just sort of a good cross between a fishing and a recreational kayak. It's not ideal for either of those situations, especially fishing, but it is excellent as a combination of the two. So that's who I would say would benefit the most out of this. If you're into like hardcore fishing, or certainly ocean traveling, and or even like week-long tripping in the you know, in the backwoods kind of thing, then there are better options. So you know, do your research, and I will have more reviews that give you some better options. But this is an excellent kayak for under $900, guys. That's Canadian. That's like what is it, $85 US, something like, no, just kidding. But you know what I mean, right? It's less than $900 Canadian, and you can't go wrong. It's done, it's made very well, and I've heard from Rob that there are no complaints and nobody really wants to return them. That's a good thing. Okay, so what are the specifications? Well, the capacity of the Winner Strider is 250 pounds. So, you know, of course, if you're any bigger than that, you probably wouldn't really enjoy the tight fit anyway, so keep that in mind. It is 10 feet long, and it's 29 inches wide. The weight of the actual kayak itself is 55 pounds, which is pretty good for something this size. It's made out of polyethylene, and it's one piece. That's kind of a big deal, because some kayaks are made such that they have two pieces. They kind of get sandwiched together, like the top of the kayak and the bottom of the kayak, and then they attach them together, weld them together, or whatever they do to keep them together. It's not horrible, but the better kayaks these days are made with one piece, not two, and this one has you covered. Just want to say thank you to Rob over at Strider Kayak in St. Catharines, Ontario. If you guys are ever in the Southern Ontario region, want a really good deal on a kayak, and he'll let you take it out just about anywhere, and he'll let you put it through the ringer. And so that's one of the things I really appreciate about what he does. You know, he's really easygoing, lets you take stuff out, lets you borrow stuff to get a good feel for it before you buy. Try before you buy, right? Even if you're in Western New York, somewhere in that region, you can get a good deal. Coming to Canada, your money goes a whole lot farther, and he's just in St. Catharines, Ontario. It's right between Toronto and Buffalo. So it's a populated area, a lot of great places to paddle, but even more, better place to buy a kayak. Guys, thank you for watching. Please do give me a like and a subscribe if you appreciate reviews like this, and I'm gonna have more to come very shortly. And until the next time, guys, get out there, enjoy God's creation, and keep on looking up.